Hello, LinkedIn family. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a wonderful advice that I got from Ramit Sethi, reading his books and articles online, and I would like to share it with you as well. The advice contained that it's more important when we ever feel some problem, or if you ever want some support, we as human beings always tend to our support network to take some advice. Um, we take advice from our peers, we take advice from our friends, our family, whoever we think can help us in a particular situation. And the point that Ramit made, and it really resonated with me, and I have seen tremendous results from it. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Is it's more important who you take the advice from than what the advice is. See, he made a very good point. He said, if you go to your mom and talk about any different thing in your life, any new ideas of yours, say you want to start a business or you want to start a product, your mom loves you so much that she wouldn't want to break your heart. She would say, and that's implicit in all our moms. It's not their fault. She would try to protect us. She would say, "Oh, that's a great idea." She doesn't want to hurt our feelings. So, and same happens with our friends and family. If they get the true meaning of what we are saying and they offer you some very cool perspective about something, that's great. But if you mostly hear from your friends and family about any idea that you present to them, that it's a great idea, Akhil, you should do it, or this is workable, this really works, or some of the people, they are always naysayers. Anything you bring to them, they would nag about it. They would say, "Oh, this is not going to work because of this, and this. Somebody else tried it, or why haven't somebody else done this before if it was so workable?" Or my grandparent, or like my grandpa used to do this, or I once, like 5 or 10 years ago, tried to do this and it failed. Oh boy, let me tell you how difficult it is. So what happens is it discourages us from pursuing the idea in first place. On the other side of the spectrum, there are people who are so supportive that even if they don't get the idea, or if they do and they see some problem, they would not want to break our heart. So they would try to be supportive. They would try to sugarcoat their feelings or their feedback, and they would say to us that you should pursue this idea well, and this couldn't work, and that's a false positive. And a false positive is equally harmful than a naysayer who actually stops you from doing that. So being a student of psychology, I've learned is when we seek advice, when we go out to people, we are more into validating our own ideas, validating our own perception about the idea than the actual feedback of them. Say if I have some ideas and I want to, I talk to my friends or family about it and they say it's great, I feel the same about the idea myself. Similarly, if I talk to somebody about something that I want to pursue or something I want to change in my life, and they are negative about it, I feel negative about it too. This is how human brain works. So the best thing to do is get emotions out of it. And your friends and family, although they've been your support network for the rest of your lives, and they would be for whatever life you are blessed with for the rest of your lives again, but they are not the people to talk to when you're thinking about really making a change. So if you want to reach up corporate ladder, reach out to your leaders, reach out to your mentors and network, reach out to the people who you aspire to become. Just engage with them. Social media and internet has made this world so global. You can access anybody. Of course, that doesn't mean nagging them with all your questions here and there, but engage with them, comment on their posts, follow them, read their advice. All that I'm talking about is, I've never spoken to Ramit, or he hasn't said those things to me, but I've read his books, I've read his articles, I've learned from them, and now I get his ideas so well that I have implemented a few in my life, and they have helped me tremendously. So reach out to them, and if you are lucky enough, ask them, be brief, ask them how they walked the path before you, how they became what they are today, and how as a starter you can do something to be something like them. How can you reach the level that they are at, that you aspire to be? And trust me, that would help you way more than talking about it with your friends or family or whoever your current network is. Similarly, if you want to start a business, let's say you want to start a side gig, go out to the people who are doing side businesses, who are doing a corporate job and on the side they're running a side gig, they would offer you much more practical advice than anyone who hasn't done this before, who only talks about it. So let's say your friends or family or your peers, they all talk about doing all different things, but over the years you've seen them doing nothing themselves. So if you go to them, talk to them, no matter how good their advice might sound to you, but the point is they haven't done it themselves. So it's better to take the advice from a pro, from somebody who has done things in the past themselves, and that greatly improves your chances of actually doing something in your life. So what's something that you have learned from somebody and you would like to share? Please write in your comments, and I look forward to seeing your comments and replies. Thank you very much.